What's up, guys? Um, just wanted to make a video about a lot of stuff going on in the news recently with uh, Breonna Taylor and this Ahmaud Arbery case. Um, I couldn't really go without saying something. I had to say something. So I'm actually doing this just in response to a lot of things that I see that's going on, and just wanted to make a commentary on it. But I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of different sides of the story from people who are in law enforcement, people who are not in law enforcement, just from all different spectrums of everything. And I just want to just put my opinion in and give you my take on it. But how I feel about everything is, I think the media is the biggest culprit in all of this. The media, the mainstream media. And you're probably saying, Mr. Woodsmoke, why do you think the media is the culprit? I think the media has done more damage than the actual crime itself. Or if you say it's a crime, or you say it's a tragedy or travesty or whatever. But the reason why I say that is because the media perpetuates their own narrative by a copy and paste type presentation. And what I mean by that is, you can make anyone look bad. What I'm trying to say is that you could take a person, you could videotape an incident of a person. Let's say a person is helping an old lady across the street, and someone's videotaping that. And you're videotaping from the time that person starts walking down the street to the old lady, and grabbing, holding the old lady and helping her across the street. Now you would think that would be, wow, that's a wonderful thing for someone to do, and then you videotape it. Like, how can you make a person look bad in that? But if you take that and you put a commentary behind it, a preface in front of it, and say whatever you want to say about this person, like this person is a bad person, and then before you play the video, now I've already got a perception of this person is a bad person. So I'm already going into this, looking at this like it's wow, it's kind of a target towards someone. And then you see the video. Before you see the video, you're already going to have some type of bias against the person that you're about to see this video on. So you play the video. Now, if I'm have control of the video, I can chop that video up and make it into little, show my facial expressions, show when I actually physically put my hands on the woman to help her cross, even though I just put my hands around her to help her cross. But you can actually chop that video up to make me look I'm actually hurting the woman. So there's so many facets of there's so many facets of that that you can actually that you can actually take that and miscrew that. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, so so what I'm saying about the media is that the media has its own narrative. If the media doesn't like something, they're going to chop it and screw it to how they want it to play. But what the most dangerous part is of what happens when they do that. And what I mean by that is, In this society that we live in, everything is so hyper racial related. It's like there are people that don't look at the facts, that don't look at all of the things that actually are factual pieces of the case. They only take what the media gives them. And I would have to say that 80% of the people out there, that's what they're about. They just take what the media give them, run with it, and get emotional off of it. And that's the problem. Therein lies the huge issue of that. And so that's why I say the media is more dangerous, because what the media can do is the media can sway an entire community, or pretty much half the entire world, to already side with something that never even happened. And I'll give you a prime example. When you had the Mike Brown situation, they were saying that, oh, Mike Brown said that he said, hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Now, that little so-called soundbite was echoed around the world. And that was said throughout protests, everything. A lot of people there's some people that even lost their lives because of that. Saying that, protests, there's some communities that were completely burned down to the ground just because of that one soundbite that never happened. Later on, come to find out, the Attorney General at the time, Eric Holder, even said that never happened because of the facts that came out. So what I'm saying is that facts don't matter when it comes to certain things. Look at look at the people who are actually promoting this stuff. You got your CNNs, you got your Sh00tings. He's the worst. If you don't know who Sh00ting is, he's basically a white guy that is trying to pass as black. Keyword is trying. It's not working for him too well. It's trying to pass for black, and that it's gotten caught several times trying to embellish stories to try to fit his race narrative. And the weird thing is, there's certain black people that just eat it up. And I think in a lot of these cases, not with just him, but a lot of cases, black people know that they need to look at the facts, but yet they're so driven by race that it blinds them, and therefore they become emotional. And then later down the line, when the facts come out, they're looking stupid. But the damage is already done. The narrative is already set. The tone is already set. I'll give you another example. Look at the Jussie Smollett situation. Jussie Smollett. When that came out, immediately when it came out about that he was attacked by 2 Trump supporters and all of this stuff, you had everybody on the bandwagon. All these pro-black movie stars and, just everybody. Chrissy Teigen and everybody, LeBron James, just everybody on the bandwagon. Oh, see, it's all Trump. Just stupidity. But the thing of it is that they already want that. These people that actually promote that jump on that right away, automatically they want that. They want there to be this ultra racial tension, us against them, race war. They want that. They feed off of that. And there you have the situation. And then come to find out after the fact, for some strange reason, you don't hear from them anymore. No marches, no riots, no nothing. Nothing. And so back to the situation at hand is that, with this Aubrey guy, at first they were talking about, he was just the first narrative on CNN, MSNBC, Sh00tings, you know, these losers, they say, oh, uh, he was just jogging. Now, mind you, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking in this neighborhood. Now, you figure it out. You think this ain't no black neighborhood. I can promise you that, brother. I can promise you that, brother. So, that's just kind of a side note. But anyway, this black guy was just minding his business, walking, when these two rednecks, racist, white supremacist rednecks, pulled up on him for no apparent reason, just because of his skin color, and blew his brains out for no reason. That's what they put out. That's what they put out. And certain black people like LeBron James, the rest of these race baiters, I call them race baiters. The rest of these race baiters, they ate it up. They ate it up. And even some conservatives ate it up. I think Trey Gowdy ate it up. And I'm surprised. He ate it up. A lot of them ate it up. Oh, boy, let's wait till the facts come out. No, we're going to eat it up. No, we're going to eat it up. And then come to find out, that's nothing how it happened. And I'm going to tell you like this. My personal experience, I'm a property owner, okay? I own property. And I'm going to tell you, if I see someone on my property, I don't care if it's a structure. I don't care if it's a structure or a roof structure or whatever structure. I don't care if it's just my property with just grass and trees. I don't care. That is called private property. That's called private property. And you have no business being on my private property. Period. Oh, well, and then you hear people, oh, well, I go on private property all the time. I walk around. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do a lot of legal stuff. Oh, and they don't get and nothing happened to them. Does that change the fact that it's not illegal? Absolutely not. Oh, I ride out a seatbelt all the time. Okay. Does that make it right? No. So is that something to even go off on? Oh, well, you know what? I did reefer before. I did heroin before. I didn't get caught and nothing happened to me. Okay. Well, does that make it right? No, it don't make it right. So all of these narratives of people saying, well, I did it before. A lot of people have broken the law before. Don't make it right. So what I'm saying is this. This gentleman had no business being on someone's private property. I don't care if you did it. I don't care if your grandma did it. I don't even care if I did it. It's wrong. You ain't got no business being on private property. And the thing of it is that he knew that. That's why on the video, when they tried to check him, he ran. Because he know he was wrong. If you know you're not doing anything wrong, why would you run? He ran. So that started the chain. Well, the chain of events started when he walked on private property. All right. Because let me tell you something. If you walk on my private property, I have a firearm, and I carry majority of the times. I'm going to come to my property with my firearm. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're a Klansman. I don't care if you're part of the Black Panther Party. I will approach you, and I will have my firearm. I don't know, depending on the situation, I don't know if I would have it drawn or I would be brandishing it, but I would have my firearm and I would approach you and ask, what are you doing on my property? And find out what's going on. And most likely, if you start to advance toward me like he did, I will put you down. Again, I will put you down, and I don't care if you're a Klansman or a Black Panther Party member. I don't care who you are, who your affiliation. I don't care. I will put you down if you start advancing toward me on my property. So, you know, all of this stuff about he was just minding his business, he was just he wasn't doing anything, he was just jogging. No, that was not the case. But you got people will fall for the media narrative all the time. They'll fall for it. So that's my whole opinion on it. I think it's just a sad situation. It should have never happened. But I can tell you right now, if anyone comes on my property and they start taking off running, first of all, let me just say this. I don't know what, let me tell you something. Those white guys in that truck, and this is just my opinion, they didn't know what this guy's intentions were. He could have been a murderer. He could have been a child molester. He could have been someone. They don't know anything. And so you got to assume the worst, period. If I see you on my property and you came on there multiple times on my property, I'm going to assume the worst. Again, I don't care what color you are. I am going to assume the worst, period. So all of this narrative talking about, well, I used to do it. Well, Big Mama used to do it. Does that make it right? If Big Mama used to do it and you used to do it, or if I used to do it, no. That does not make it right. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Please, guys, if you got any comments or questions, please leave them. And I really appreciate if you just like the video. Even if you dislike it, I appreciate that too. But thanks for coming by, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, guys.